and welcome back to Star Wars Nerdiness. The Clone Wars famously ended with a short season, Season 6, The Lost Missions. And then, of course, we find out that this isn't the case, that there's going to be one more season, a final season. The series is now over for the second time. We can finally look at its strengths, weaknesses, and what they should have done differently. Episode 1, The Bad Batch, did not feel like Star Wars in any way whatsoever. The Bad Batch episodes had very unnatural dialogue.
I've got a present for you, Wrecker.
Oh, seriously? I'm gonna blow it up? The whole stinking thing?
The science was also so invalid that I was actively distracted the entire time that I was watching. The members of the Bad Batch had superpowers. For example, there was one who could smell the enemy from a great distance, and one who had great aim. You know, it almost feels like these characters were invented in a men's bathroom somewhere. The second storyline that we explored was the Martez sisters. The first thing that you notice about these two characters is their last name, Martez. You realize that this is just a shortened version of the last name Martinez. That's like taking the name Johnson and then turning it into Johnso. The Martez sisters were also very unintelligent people. They never really understood what was going on. These episodes also featured various alien species, such as a goat man and a turtle man. I think it goes without saying, the Martez episodes added nothing to the story of Star Wars. Episode 9, Old Friends Not Forgotten, is much more like what we would have wanted to see in this whole season. There were some issues with the first scene, but it wasn't bad. Episode 10 was even better, and it's probably the best that we've ever seen Maul. That's where a lot of his nonsense about the plan comes from. When it comes to Maul, I think they were kind of trying to make something out of nothing, but I still think that this episode was probably the best of the season. Episode 11 is Order 66, the onslaught against the Jedi Order. The episode wasn't bad, but it was somewhat disappointing. The galaxy was reshaped in this episode, and it only focused on two characters, Ahsoka and Rex. These two are great characters, but there's a lot more going on than what we saw in this episode. The final episode ended too much like The Rise of Skywalker. The first time that we saw this lightsaber retirement, it was interesting, but now that we've already seen it, it really wasn't. One thing that I will say for this final episode is that we finally got to see Darth Vader holding a blue lightsaber. That's something that I've always wanted to see. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and may the Force be with you.